What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's me, Mikey Pipes, with Peter. Peter, there's an old saying that you can't make a camel drink if you bring it to water. Do you realize that if Daniel were to produce some content for his YouTube channel that enabled more views, which would equal more watch hours and more watch time, he could realistically, just call it like it is, realistically use YouTube ad revenue to pay for the house that, God willing, he's about to be buying, all right, in less than 5 years.
Yeah. And he knows he can.
And he knows he can.
And he had the opportunity to make a good video today.
Like, literally, if you were buying a home for $250,000, right? If you do the math, that's roughly, not including taxes, insurance, and utilities, things like that, just the principal and insurance. If you were to give $5,000 a month towards principal and some interest, right? Principal and interest, at a normal interest rate, which right now is like 6 to 7%, right? Instead of paying close to $400,000 of interest on a $250,000 or $220,000, $210,000 loan, he could save over $300,000 of interest if he pays it off in 5 years, and he takes YouTube ad revenue, which could be $5,000 a month, right? And pay for his house in 5 years. That's right. There's a reason why, besides I like to educate you guys and entertain, there's a reason why I have multiple channels, because it's multiple revenue streams. Like, look right there. You see that? Do you guys see this right here? There are stacks of fucking copper ingots on this $500 steel workbench that came from Uline. Not a sponsor of the channel. And I created, with the help of Peter, Daniel, and the other Mike, we created solid copper and some brass ingots. And yes, while it was a lot of fun, because there's the furnace, while it was a lot of fun, and even though the channel, Smelting with Mikey Pipes, you've checked it out already, haven't you? On the YouTube channel, right? Smelting with Mikey Pipes, you've checked it out, right? Even though the channel is not monetized yet, it will be soon. It will. And a view equals a small amount of currency. Small amount of currency. So what I'm trying to say here, ladies and gentlemen, is that if Daniel was a little more motivated, and I think maybe he will be, once he actually closes on a piece of property, which is not too far away from here, God willing, he closes on a piece of property which is not too far away from here, right? And he can literally wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning and be here in like 10 minutes.
He could walk, right?
He could walk. Well, that's a little bit of a schlep.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, walk. No, he could take the bike.
He could just buy a mountain bike or something.
He could buy a bike, yes. Or he could take that souped up Honda Civic that he's got. Daniel's going to be motivated. Did he say he was going to the realtor, like around the corner, like he's going to come right back?
He was like 25 minutes ago.
Yeah? It was like 1 o'clock. It's like 2 o'clock now.
I thought he was, I don't even know where he went.
I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, this evening, I have a special guest going to appear. And then you guys probably haven't seen him in the channel before, but he's my accountant. And we're going to have Taco Tuesday. Okay? Taco Tuesday. And I invited my boy Schindler over because my other boy Todd said, hey, let's go to Zaga tonight. I was like, he doesn't know. Todd doesn't know that at Mocha, I have a Magnum bottle of Stoli Elite in the manager's office with my fucking name on it. So I'm not going to Zaga anymore, guys. I'm going to Mocha on Mill Road and Peninsula in Hewlett because I have a bottle of Stoli Elite there. we're going to make some rice that speaks Spanish, right? And we're going to make some mini tacos. You guys ready? Smash that thumbs up button. All right. So, this evening, we're going to make these Ortega mini taco slider shells. Okay, these mini jump-offs right here. And if I played my cards correctly, yep, we have lettuce, tomato, ground meat. We have pepper. We have garlic. There's no garlic in here, but I definitely got it in my refrigerator downstairs. And we have onion. And we have sausage. Okay, we're gonna cut up some sausage and put it in the Spanish rice for our sliders. And we're gonna make some awesome tacos for Taco Tuesday. Doggies, do you have a problem with what I put up there? So hold on, putting this right here in front of
a bin that says soup.
Yeah, but it's not going to fit in there.
Right, because we don't buy more than fits in there.
Okay.
So then it goes downstairs into the back stock.
Back stock? Yeah. What is this, like a fucking Costco?
Yes.
Yeah? How about I just leave it there?
And I'll put it away.
Okay, that works for me.
Can I please, I'm begging you, can you have this?
Well, I'll totally throw it off until my friend gets here.
Okay. It is 4:12. We are going to make something a little bit different than we did the other day with the Spanish rice. Now, in case you didn't know, rice does speak languages. See? I know this says Ben's, but wasn't this Uncle Ben's at one point? And did they get like woke out of that? You don't know? Jennifer, was Uncle Ben's a thing, or is this
Isn't it still called Uncle Ben?
No, it's just called Ben's.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, because that means he's black if it's Uncle Ben?
I don't know.
Okay.
I have white uncles, not named Ben, but okay. So, ooh, look at this black bean and cheese quesadilla with Southwest rice. Okay. So we are going to make a variation of the Spanish rice recipe that we made with sausage, hot Italian sausage, by the way. And by the way, in case you keep a kosher home, this is 100% legit kosher. Right, Jennifer? Uh-huh. Right, okay. Right, Jamie?
Correct.
Man, baby. Okay. We're going to start, and I am going to cut up some meat. We have sausages here, and then we're going to brown some ground beef. We're going to do a little different. We're going to take small little pieces of sausage, and we're going to put that with the beef, and we're going to put that into our rice. Are you ready? Okay, we're going to start by cutting. Want to cut some meat? Or you want to hold the camera?
I can cut if you want.
Yeah?
It might be
Okay.
a wire this, but
Okay, let's see you cut the meat.
this.
Yeah. You have 2 pieces of meat there. And that was in the refrigerator since Sunday.
How do you want to cut?
I would cut it. Hold on. I would cut it this way and then that way. So you turned 1 into 4.
What's up?
Watch your fingers. It's a very sharp knife. It's a global knife, by the way. You will cut your shit open. Look at that. You're gonna cut your finger open, and then you know what? You're gonna get blood on the sausage, and have to wash it off.
Only Jennifer cuts her finger open.
Okay. Now, cut it again. Okay. Now that it's cut, you have to do one more. Okay? And then we're going to dice it. So now that you've cut it, now you're going to cut in small little pieces that way. Tiny, not small. Okay, keep going. Okay? There you go. Let me ask, are you in catering at all? Because you're like, or a sous chef?
I actually am.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at that. Where do you, are you actively in the catering or
Yes, I am.
where do you work? May you share?
Ganadine Catering.
Oh, is that Avia Bixer?
That is.
Oh man, he's a great guy, by the way. He's a great guy. Premier Glot kosher caterer in the 5 towns. Does events in the tri-state area. Awesome guy. And if you guys have ever seen my 4th of July parties that the missus and I put together, he does the catering.
For everybody who wants to know, I get kicked out for those parties.
Yes, you do, because adults only.
I'm an adult.
Well, you think you're an adult. Let's have one of these things. What do you think? They taste good?
No.
No?
Not yet. They're cold. They're not
So?
even cooked.
Okay. You're going to finish cutting up the sausage. And then we are going to take some beef and we're going to get a little brownness to it. All right, so we're going to make a different variation of the Mexican rice or Spanish rice that we made yesterday. I'm going to take some of this ultra lean. This is the family pack from Gourmet Glot. Yep, you're getting sodomized at $10.29 a pound. Whatever. It is what it is. No, $10.29 a pound, and is 1.92 pounds.
So smart.
Smart. Okay. Now, we are going to have to purpose this almost 2 pounds of ground meat for 2 purposes. Number 1, we have to make tacos, because today is Taco Tuesday, right? But we also need to put some meat in our rice. I don't know how it's going to come out, but I think it's going to come out pretty tits. So I want to use about 1/3 of the portion. And I'm going to use, let's say, about that much. What do you think? Think that's good enough?
Yeah.
Think so?
Maybe a little more.
Let's, you think so?
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see how much this produces on the, right there. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay, so now, let's keep our hands clean, because, you know, cleanliness is vital to be maintained in a kitchen. And I gotta tell you, if the presidential election goes a certain way, I could turn into Rachel Ray and be filming in Tuscany. That would be pretty tits. All right, so we're gonna get a wooden spatula, or maybe one of these jump balls. What do you think?
Yeah.
One of these are good?
That works.
This works. Okay.
Definitely works.
So now we're gonna turn on our flame. Okay. We're gonna put that on like a medium high, and we want to brown this meat. Okay. You like your meat brown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little pink on the inside.
A little. You know what? It's always pink on the inside. You know that, right?
Yeah.
It's always pink on the inside. If it's not pink on the inside, well, make sure she's still alive, right? Don't worry, James. You can laugh. This is the Uncensored channel.
Oh, it is? Yes. All right. I thought you were going in a completely different direction there.
This is on the Uncensored channel.
You like when it's pink?
Yeah. You know? Don't you? Go put the fan on. There you go. And we have to remember that we need to save enough of the meat, not only for the tacos, but
For Stoli.
For Stoli. Okay. So we are going to just brown this a little bit. All right. And we're going to try to be mindful not to make too much of a mess, because you saw what I did there in the cupboard, putting extra shit there. I got yelled at. Like, what are you doing? We can't put more than what's needed in there. You have to put the rest. We don't buy more than what's needed. Like, come on, man. So just imagine that if I put too much fucking rice in the cupboard, what the fuck would happen if I let a piece of meat fall on the floor? Holy fuck. Let me get your thoughts and feedback down in the comment section down below. Are your spouses as militant as mine? Let me know let me get your thoughts and feedback down in the comment section down below. Now guys, it's 4:20. Should we get a little high? I'm high right now on this cooking. It's amazing.
Towel.
Howley?
Towel.
If you're under the beach, don't forget to bring a towel.
Okay. So, a little too much flame. Let's lower that a little bit.
It's getting brown.
It's getting brown.
And as you said, there's still pink on the inside.
It's still, well, yeah. Yeah. Now, now, this is a new variation of this Mikey pipe. Oh, fuck. Hold on. Shit, I want to get in trouble.
Right in there.
I don't want to, I don't know how this is going to turn out because I never had ground meat in rice before, but I really do think that this is going to be pretty epic. Now, while we're just letting this simmer a little bit, right, we're going to have to take our rice and we're going to have to brown it in some oil. But before we do that, we're going to take another cutting board, right? Oh shit, I did it again.
One.
We're going to take, this is almost ready. Hold on. Because I don't know if I can let it cook in the rice
It's
as
gonna
it's...
cook in the rice.
You think so?
Yeah.
You sure?
If you're gonna make, are you gonna keep the rice boiling or whatever?
Well,
while you put stuff
there
in
is, yes, there is a process to the rice and how
That
it has
looks
to be
cooked.
made.
That looks cooked.
There's still a little more pink on the inside, but
So?
it's almost done.
That's cooked.
This is good, right? You think
Yeah,
it's good?
I think that's perfect.
Okay, so you know what? Let's put this off to the side right now. Okay, and we're gonna clean up our mess. There's a little bit of cocky here. Okay, and what I'll do next, in preparation of cleaning the cutting board, we're gonna take our sausage, and we're gonna put that into the small, I guess skillet.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to call it a skillet,
Maybe a frying pan.
frying pan.
Yeah,
frying
one
pan.
or the other.
You know, let's put that in there. Now, mind you, because we do keep it kosher at home here, the utensils and the pots and pans that we're using is only being utilized for meat, which is fleshik, right? Look, show them, look. See, meat.
Everything's labeled.
So everything on this side, right, is meat. And if I were to pull up like a random thing like this, you see, it says meat on
Only
it.
for meat.
Now, if we go on the other side, for example, right, we could pull up in the drawer here, dairy, right? Dairy. Even like the pizza cutter, like we have one for dairy, right?
One for meat.
That gonna close? Yep. And because we enjoy our pizzas, gotta have your pizzas, right? Where is it? Maybe
Right there.
there it is, and you can see it's marked meat. Now I know I don't have a large following in the Orthodox community, but I do know that I went to Doma last week, meeting a dear friend for dinner, whose name rhymes with Schmal, right?
Okay.
And I ran into a YouTube subscriber, a fan. And he goes, as I'm walking, he goes, Mikey Pipes! I go, this me, bitch! But I didn't say bitch because his young daughter was there with his wife. And I was like, hey, it's me! So, all right. Now, we have our meat prepared. We're going to take the pepper. We're going to take an onion and this garlic, and we're going to prepare this. So first thing I'm going to do is I am going to try to bust open the garlic, right? Because we need 2 cloves. The recipe calls for 3, right? And I am a fan of garlic. The recipe calls for 3, but we're going to use just 2 cloves of garlic. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I'm also adding like the sausage, I'm adding the meat, and we don't really need to have a full recipe of what's called for in all the ingredient list, right? So I'm going to carefully take off the plastic, you know what I mean? You know, the skin off these, and if needed, we'll cut the ends off with the knife, and then we'll prepare the pepper. So I was doing great until my camera operator, aka Man Baby, decided to his foot hurt, and he had to go lay down. I don't know how he is going to be my plumbing and HVAC apprentice when he starts working for a pipe doctor, but I guess maybe we'll break him in easy. What do you think? All right, so I have all the garlic here, de-skinned, for lack of better words, right? Okay, and that's 2 cloves. And I have my onion, I have my red pepper, and of course, we got the slap chop. So I'm going to, let's cut out the pepper, right? And let's take out, you know, the seeds. Okay, let's see if that'll cooperate for me. Yeah, kind of. Kind of, right? I don't want to... I guess the seeds would give it some taste. What do you think? Would it make it... No, they're not spicy at all. Okay. So there's my pepper. Thingy-majiggied. Let me go dump this in the garbage. And I'm a big believer in keeping a clean work area, just like working with plumbing and HVAC. You know, one of the things I learned when I was apprentice in my first years in the trades was that you need to keep your work area clean. And if you keep your work area clean, chances are you're going to have a much more efficient and productive job process, workflow, you know? So one of the things that it's mind-boggling to me is that when we replace an air conditioning system, let me rinse the knife real fast. When we replace an air conditioning system, right? Or a boiler, for example, right? And I see this a lot. You know, like my neighbor, 4 houses away, today got a new... What? Got a new central air conditioning system. Yeah, you want to growl? You don't want any of this, do you? Got a new air conditioning system, and you could see, right? You could see outside the whole mess. All the ductwork on the front, your lawn, the unit, the equipment, like it's disgusting. When my company replaces a system, a boiler or air conditioning system, you wouldn't even know what we're doing inside. Okay, you want to go for a walk? Let's go for a walk. Sit. What about you? Sit. Want to go for a walk? Okay. So, as I was saying, a clean workspace, a clean environment just makes productivity and workflow much easier. All right, right now I'm taking a 1 red pepper and I am cutting it into little slivers here, right? We're gonna cut this up into maybe like 1-inch size pieces. I'm just gonna give it a little bit of vegetables to our rice. So there's that. I was cutting this up, nice little pieces. There we go. I think this is a much easier way of doing this than I was doing it before. Yeah, I like this way better. I'm just scared of these knives. I don't want to cut my fingers. Okay, so there's all that, and let's just cut this into like 3/4 inch size pieces, just like that. Okay, nice, perfect. Let's cut this last remaining pepper like that. Good, perfect. Okay, so there's our pepper. Now we have this onion. We're gonna do the same thing with this, but we're gonna utilize modern technology and prevent tearing of the eyes, which doesn't really affect me. We're gonna take the slap chop. Look at that. Perfect. Every single time. Now we have our garlic. Let's just move this off to the side a little bit here. All right. Perfect. Put the onion right there in the corner. Let's take our garlic and let's smash that up as well. escaped. A few of them actually escaped. Look at that. It got stuck in there in the slap chopper. Oh yeah, baby. Oh my God, the aroma is so good right now. Wow, fire. Fire. Okay, let's get all those garlics in there, and here we go. Scrape out whatever's left in there. Bang that out a little bit. Okay. And you know what they say, a clean work environment is a happy wife, happy life, right? You see how fucking anal she is about the fucking cupboards. I better wash this off quick. Alright, so we have our, I guess I call it wet goods prepared. We're going to take a measuring device, like this measuring cup, and we're going to take a half a cup of oil. Okay? Maybe a little bit more than half a cup of oil, but we have half a cup of oil there. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to take this box of Uncle Ben's. It doesn't say Uncle on it anymore, but we can write it in. But this is 1 pound of long grain rice. Not whole wheat rice, not all the other good stuff, but this is one, and this equals the amount that we're going to need in the recipe, which is almost about, I think it's calling for 2 cups of rice. Now, if I were to measure this out, it probably is, but for now, we're going to take our 12-inch skillet, right? And we got to make sure we have a good lid for it, because we're going to need that lid later. And it's okay. Listen, it's not a Williams-Sonoma. It's not a, what's the other brand? What's this brand? It's not a La Crusette, right? It's not that, but any skillet's going to work. So we're going to take our 12-inch skillet. Some cocky on there, right? No? Or is that just me?
No, it's just you.
Just me, okay. We're going to put this on a high to medium heat. We're going to take that half a cup of oil. You can use any oil, but I'm using canola oil. Okay? Got that in there. And now the recipe calls for 2 cups of rice. Now, just to show you I ain't bullshitting you guys, all right, we're going to open this bad boy up. Where do you think this rice is from, by the way? Any idea where it's from? Like, where did the rice come from? Think it came from, like, South Korea or some shit like that?
No idea.
So we asked Google where rice comes from. Where does it come from? Like, where is Uncle Ben's? It doesn't come from Chicago, Illinois, that's for sure. Where do you think it comes from? Mars? Mm-hmm. Shit, is that the 4th planet or the 5th planet? There's Mercury, Venus, Earth. Is it really Mercury, Venus, Earth? No, I'm missing a planet. Is it really? Are we the 3rd planet from the sun?
No idea.
It can't be. I think we're the 4th planet from the sun.
No idea.
There's Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. Help me out, guys. Help me out.
Let him know in the comments.
All right, so we have 1 cup, right? 2 cups. Look at that, almost 2 cups. Well, a little more than 2 cups, right? Whatever. Up. Should I answer the call?
Up to you.
All right. Go. All right, so I have the rice on the skillet, and it's basically sautéing, right, until we're a nice brown. We want to be very careful not to burn the rice, right? We don't want to burn the rice, but we want to have it a nice brown, like a nice light brown color, right? And once we have it like that, so we got to constantly stir this. So you want to maybe keep a timer on it based on what kind of stovetop, cooktop you have. 10 minutes at most. With this cooktop here, it takes around 6 minutes at a medium-low flame. As you could, a little hot there. As you can see, this have a very low flame there. So not a simmer, but this medium to low. So we're going to let this sit for a few more minutes, stirring occasionally, like maybe every 30 to 45 seconds. We want to make it a nice golden brown, but not burnt. All right, so we are a nice golden brown right now. The next step is we're going to add the onions and the peppers. We're gonna let that saute for about another 5 minutes together under low heat. Keep it low right there, okay? And we're gonna let that sit for about 5 minutes or so. All right, and we wanna make sure that this lovely brown, golden brown color does not burn, okay? If we burn the rice, you might as well start over, and hopefully you haven't added any of the ingredients yet, because then you gotta start all over from scratch, right? We're not making burnt Israeli rice, okay? So let's add in our peppers and our onion. I'm gonna try to balance that right there, okay. So let's add in our peppers, okay. And the onion. And it's okay if you do a little bit of the garlic too, but try to separate. All right, and we're gonna. God damn these dogs! And we're just gonna mix in the peppers and the rice with the onion. Okay, and we're gonna set a timer for about 5 minutes here. Maybe even do it for 4 minutes, but all right. There we go. So there's that. Okay, perfect. All right. Let's give that a little shake right there. Okay. Perfect. All right, it's been about 3 minutes, maybe 4 minutes. I'm not really using a timer, but we're gonna add in the garlic now. Beautiful, wow. I wish there was a way that you could smell what I'm smelling right now. It is literally amazing. It's amazing. Okay, so we just added the garlic. We're gonna let this saute for another 3 minutes. So it's, hey Siri, set a timer for 3 minutes. Okay, we're gonna let this saute for about 3 minutes. Keep in mind, we wanna make sure we don't burn the rice. So we have to constantly stir this in. Constantly stir this in. And we want that garlic just to smell delicious, but we also don't want to overcook it. So 3 minutes, it's probably going to be about 2 on my cooktop. Your mileage may vary, but this is going to be awesome. And you can experiment, maybe use yellow and green peppers, maybe add like scrambled egg, right? Other vegetables, maybe peas, you know, green peas, green beans, things like that. So right now, letting that thing just, let's flip this over a little bit. Get in there. There we go. Look at, wow. This is amazing, ladies and gentlemen. And if you're a novice at this or you're experienced, let me get your thoughts and feedback down in the comment section down below. Especially those who are, you know, like chefs out there. How can I make this better? Keep in mind, I can't add butter. I can add margarine, no milk products, no dairy products. So let me get your thoughts down in the comment section down below. This looks really, really, really amazing. All right, we're gonna add the rest of our ingredients right now. I'm gonna take some chicken rub. We're gonna add a little bit of that here, maybe about 2 teaspoons worth. That should be good right there. We're also gonna add a 3/4 of a cup, which is exactly this 1 can right here, which I believe is 8 ounces. I could be mistaken. Get off. 8 ounces. Okay, we're gonna pour that in there. Okay, and not to waste any of that, I'm going to use the remaining bunch of chicken stock I had here. The recipe calls for, let's lower the flame a little bit. The recipe calls for about 3 3/4 cup. Let's get that in there. That's a little bit more than a cup right there. Let's just rinse this out a little bit. Okay. Let's get that in there. So that's 1 cup. Let me get a little bit more from the stock. So I added in the meat, and this is the extra remaining chicken broth or chicken stock that my recipe calls for. And I'm not gonna be able to do this with one hand, but we're gonna mix this in carefully, and we're gonna let this come to a boil. Okay, so my cup runneth over here a little bit, but we're going to jack up the heat, and we're gonna bring this to a boil. Let this boil for about 2 minutes, so, and stirring constantly while it's boiling. So let's raise up our heat to high. Perfect. Let's bring this to a boil, stirring constantly for 2 minutes once we start boiling. All right, so we have that boil on that one side. Hey Siri, start a timer for 2 minutes. Okay. So once this boils, we're gonna set that timer for 2 minutes. Now we're not really at full boil yet. It looks like one side of my skillet here is not, okay, more centered there. Perfect. We're gonna just let this boil for about 2 minutes. Now I gotta tell you, wow, this is really, really, really epic. I'm gonna take this opportunity right now to bring in some additional seasoning. Let's add some, maybe put some red pepper. Okay, a little bit of red pepper for added spice. Okay, and I'll let this do its thing here. Wow, this is going to be amazing. Now, what's amazing about rice is that right now this looks like a goulash soup, right? It looks like a, I don't know, it looks like someone's sad attempt to make a chulent, right? This is pretty epic. Oh, a little splash there, but remember, we have the Nazi wife. She will make sure that I clean this kitchen up when I'm done. So as I was saying, what's amazing about rice is how much it expands once the water, once it absorbs the water. It turns into like a sponge. It's really amazing. Really, really amazing. Not 2 minutes quite yet. We are getting there, but we do have a nice, good boil here. This is really amazing. This is going to be the Spanish rice with the ground beef and hot Italian sausage. Okay, that's my 2 minute mark. You know what? It just, you got to follow the recipe. We don't want to boil it more than 2 minutes. We're going to bring this down to a simmer. We're going to put this on our medium simmer right there, and right there, a simmer right there. We're going to cover it with a nice covered lid right there, and we're going to start a countdown for about 20 minutes. All right, 20 minutes gives us time to prepare the next part of the meal, which is the tacos. So pretty simple. We're going to take the rest of the ground beef. We're going to cook it up in the other pot there, the skillet, and we're going to add the seasoning mix, and we'll be good to go. Check in with you in a few minutes. All right, I just want to take a quick moment. Thank you all very much for tuning into this video. I don't usually make cooking videos like I just did there, but my next cooking video will be probably in the next couple days or maybe next week. I am gonna make my homemade Italian sauce. Now it's vegetable, so there's no meat, so it'll be a dairy compatible sauce. We're gonna take some rigatoni. We're gonna take some tomato sauce, tomato paste. We're gonna take fresh onion and fresh garlic. We're gonna saute that, and we're gonna let that that sauce cook on a low simmer on the cooktop, stirring occasionally for a good 60 to 90 minutes. We're really gonna let all of the spices and the juices of all the vegetables and the ingredients to just blend into tomato-based sauce. I do add some salt, we add some sugar, we add some Frank's hot sauce, sriracha sauce. So it's a little bit of a kick at the end, but it's delicious. So make sure you smash that thumbs up button. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel and be sure to hit that notification bell when I post a video. You'll get post notifications. All right, it's a little after 5:30. Keep in mind, I also walked the dog in the process, but things are looking really good. All right, Stoli, you're not getting any of this, okay? And neither are you. You're a good dog, Gigi. You behave. Go lay down.
Can I get some, Mikey? Can I get some? Yeah, that's how we do it.
There you go. It looks like you're at the bodega with the hot meal. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is epic. We have the taco meat, the mini taco shells. You know, he broke some shells here. A little disappointing right there. But at the end of the day, they all break in your mouth, don't they? That is fire. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, smash that thumbs up button. If you haven't done so already, subscribe. There is no reason why the Mikey Pipes Uncensored channel can have one of these as well. That'd be pretty effing epic. All right, so with your help, and if I keep producing content, we'll get there one day, I promise. Thank you so much for watching. Be well, God bless, stay safe.